everybody, welcome back to the channel. I got this awesome comment from Russell asking if I could review Cumberland, Tennessee area for purchase. Of course I can. Now if you guys want me to make a video on specific cities, specific counties, specific state, please go ahead and comment down below and I will jump in and make you that video. Now before I begin and check out Cumberland, Tennessee, I just want to go over some news. I came across this article right here from Forbes and basically saying that the housing market recession, home builders warn collapse is unsustainable and prices could tumble another 20%. Not looking good, guys. As many of you guys know, look, just Google housing news. You're gonna see article after article, basically city after city. Things are getting turning from bad to worse to basically collapse, right? Right now, we have high interest, high inflation, and the Federal Reserve has come out and said, we want to crash the economy. How can they crash the economy? By raising the rates. That's essentially what they need to do. Because the flip side of letting inflation, kind of just do its thing is that it's going to destroy the country, right? It will destroy the economy. And because we're the United States, it wouldn't just destroy this country. It would basically destroy the entire world, right? Because we're such a global leader in the economic space in the world, right? So basically, not looking good. And what it means when to reset, like when the Federal Reserve says, hey, we need to bring down inflation to 2%, we're going to raise the rates until that happens. What does that mean exactly? That means that they're going to make it harder for businesses to do business and to make money. So they are basically telling us that they want businesses to go out of business, right? So they could have a reset. That's what needs to happen. People need to get laid off so they get hired back for lower wages. That's what's going to bring down inflation. So right now, unfortunately, we are like at the beginning of like the start of this new recession. So prices are high. Right now, in my opinion, is literally the worst time to buy a house because we have high interest rates and high prices. The prices have not come down yet. One of the main reasons is because we have a supply issue. People don't want to sell their house. Anybody who refied in the last year, the last thing they want to do is, sell that mortgage and jump into another house with super high interest rates. Basically, nobody is going to downsize, right? Nobody's going to move from a house to a condo, things like that. Nobody's going to move from a condo to an apartment. People, when it comes to housing, people like to upgrade, right? So because of that, people are staying put. Nobody's putting their houses out on the market. And now we're basically seeing very few buyers, which is, helping the prices come down. And, houses are staying out they're staying in the market longer, but not enough to cause a crash. We will start seeing the crashes when we start seeing layoffs and we start seeing motivated sellers, desperate sellers, right? That's when people are like, hey, whatever, just get the house off my name. I'll drop it to whatever you want and I'll worry about the loss later. For the housing market to crash, that's where we need to be. All right. So enough bad news. Let's jump into Cumberland, Tennessee. Now, I believe this is Cumberland right here. If we zoom out, where are we? We are just north of Knoxville, just east of Nashville. Well, sort of far from Nashville, but yeah, basically north of Knoxville. A lot of people have been moving to Knoxville. So what I've heard is that, Nashville, I actually just did a video on Nashville. Let me tell you, had no idea how expensive Nashville actually was. I mean, I was blown away. $1 million homes there, man. It's so expensive. So a lot of people said, screw Nashville. They're moving to Knoxville. So now Knoxville has somewhat been getting pretty pricey as of late, right? It's kind of has like a little boom there. Okay, but we're not going to stay in Knoxville. We're going to go north of Knoxville by, I don't know, sort of looks like an hour, 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half or 45-minute drive maybe, to this little area called Cumberland Gap, I guess is what it's called. and not many houses. So this should be a fairly easy video, I guess, in some ways. So we have one $300,000 house here, and then an 800. Let's see what $800,000 gets you. Okay, 799, basically 800,000, 1,500 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. I think this is the most expensive house in the whole area, and I have a feeling I know why it's expensive, because the house is super modest. Does not look like a $800,000 house, especially in this area. But I got a feeling that you just get a lot of land. That's probably why. Beautiful home in the heart of the historical town of Cumberland Gap, blah, blah, blah. There must be something special about this house, because it just seems incredibly overpriced. You probably get this whole mountain or something. But let's see what because right next to it, we have something for half the price. Bigger, but looks like it needs a lot of work, actually. So this will definitely be a hard pass, because trust me, you don't want to go in there and try to renovate this guy. It's going to cost you a lot of money, especially now with the prices of everything being so expensive. Maybe not the best time to get into a huge project. So in this little Cumberland Gap, there's only 2 houses, but then there's a few more down here. Very, very affordable. Look at this. This one's actually $1 million. So this was obviously not affordable. But it's 4,000 square foot, 5 bedroom, 4 bath. Okay, so let's get back to reality. Here, this is reality right here. $290,000, 1,500 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Modest house, nice driveway, 2-car garage, nice deck out back. This is a very, very simple house. I've seen houses like this all over the United States. And I could tell you, for almost $290, it is not the end of the world. Now here, look, you do get a lot of land, which is nice. Seems like it's in a very beautiful area. Looks like the type of place, though, that, obviously, very small town, if that's what you're into. I gotta tell you, though, let me see. $290,000 to live out here. You know what? It's sort of expensive to be out in the middle of nowhere, but again, this is actually kind of cheap. For a single story, it's sort of cheap, in my opinion. Here you get, for $200,000, you just get land. To build a nice house, I'm telling you guys, you're gonna need like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. So probably not the best time to buy land. Maybe it's just better off to buy land with a house already on it. Here is $500,000, 3,200 square foot, pretty expensive. You probably get a lot of land here. This is a 2-car garage. Looks like it needs looks like the type of house that would need work. I cannot tell here. They're taking photo of like the deck. That's probably because it's a brand new deck and the guy's like super happy with it or something like that. But is it brand new? Does it look brand new? It doesn't look brand new to me, but for some reason they keep taking photos of this. I don't know why that sells it. Inside the house looks nice. Again, it is a big house, 3,200 square foot. They're really trying to stick it to you with that $590,000, one of the most expensive homes we've seen in the area. But it's a nice house, don't get me wrong. I just don't know if I would want to, I don't know. That's a lot of money to be all the way out here. Again, here's one for 180. Here's one. Let's check out the 300,000. Here for 300,000, you get 15, a little bit bigger than the other one that was 290. Single story, no garage though, which sort of sucks. But inside looks like it's completely move-in ready. If you hear that, that's my dog scratching the carpet. I'm just gonna let him do it. So if it bothers you, I'm sorry about that. He's almost done. You know how dogs do that scratching thing? Look at this, $30,000 price cut. So these guys are motivated. Small towns like this, I gotta warn you, the prices are not gonna go up and down that much, because there's not that much economic movement in little towns like this. So they're not gonna rise and they're not gonna drop. So if you come here thinking that, how hard is the economy really going to hit an area like this? Not that hard. For example, this house has a $10,000 price cut. It's $200,000. I think that's pretty great. I mean, how much more can it drop? It could, if it sits in the market for a long time, could possibly drop another $10,000. But right now, you're already at $200,000 for a 1,700 square foot home. I mean, it's pretty good already, right? So again, like I said, areas like this just don't drop as much. Now, this is sort of ridiculous, like thinking, We saw this one already, 400,000. So yeah, there's not that many houses here. Here's another one for 289. Did we see? Yeah, did we see this one already? No. So again, you need about $300,000. Yeah, we did see this one. It's just like nothing. It's just a lot of land, to be honest. Look, here's a nice, for $18,000, you get a nice piece of land, right? That could be interesting. Man, look, could you guys live in a place like this though? Like where it's just like really slow living. It just seems very, very expensive for such a small, tiny town. I mean, you could probably go to Knoxville and find some of these prices. So, well, I hope that you guys enjoyed. Not that many homes available here, and it looks like you're gonna need about 300,000. Maybe you want to go into Harrogate. If we remove boundaries, obviously we start seeing more homes, but the prices are generally, 260, 300,000 will probably get you something decent in this area. Look, when I removed the boundaries, I found this one for 1,400 down the street for 260 with a $5,000 price cut, and already is my favorite house. So definitely I would want to remove the boundaries and kind of drive around this whole area. Now, I hope I am in the right area. Because sometimes I just go to I'll go in here and I'll just type it into Zillow and, I hope that I'm at the right town and the right city. If you guys, if I do make mistakes, or if you think that you want me to review an area which is maybe a little confusing, just tell me what part exactly, and I will jump in and make you that video. I want to make sure that I'm doing what you want. If you go south a little bit, there's some homes here for, like, this one is really nice for $550. This is in Tazewell. 2,800 square foot, looks really, really nice, move-in ready. So I would not limit, personally, if I'm living in the country and I'm not like tied down to a job. Look, this is actually a really nice house. Look how much look how much property you get. Anyways, if I wasn't totally tied down to a job, if I'm living in the country, I would just kind of drive all around here and see what's available. I wouldn't just get stuck in one little area like the one I did. I would go down over here because there's just not that many houses available. So I would, if it's not that big of a deal, if I don't have to drive to work, then, if I work from home or something, I would be checking out all this area. Look at this, $1.2 million. Oh, wow, look. For 1.2, you get this cabin right on the river. Seems incredibly expensive and like a huge hard pass for me, but it must be like a very unique property or something. A lot of money though. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And I sure enjoyed it, and I sure enjoyed coming here and learning a little bit more about the United States. If you guys want me to make a video on a specific city, specific county, specific state, please go ahead and comment down below, and I'll jump in and make you that video. If you guys like my videos, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.